Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, fellow Clicksters, to another episode of Clicks with Clifford. Today, we're bringing you a very special, pretty awesome new Iconix, the first appearance of Wolverine. Now, Wolverine is a very popular character. He's pretty amazing. It also features the Hulk and Wendigo, but we'll get into that here in just a bit. Let me know what your guys' favorite thing to do with Wolverine is. Really curious to find out why people love Wolverine so much. It's one of my personal favorite characters as well, but that's just has to do with the first X-Men movie coming out when I was a kid and sculpting my love of Wolverine. Before we get into this, see if you guys should buy and what's up in there. Don't forget to like and subscribe, but let's get into it. Okie dokie, this is the first appearance of Wolverine Iconix. Now, famously, Wolverine's first appearance was in Hulk 181. There's a bit of controversy surrounding that on whether or not it was actually Hulk 180. But his official appearance is Hulk 181, featuring Wolverine, who's originally supposed to be called the Badger, and he wasn't supposed to be a reoccurring character, but people liked him a lot. And he looked quite a bit different back in the day. And he, of course, was hunting the Wendigo when he runs into the Incredible Hulk. And they have their super awesome showdown. Pretty sweet. And it says, he's here, the world's first and greatest Canadian superhero. And the survivor of their epic battle must face the Wendigo. Now today we're going to open this up. We're going to look at it and see if it's worth you guys buying outside of cool factor. Because everybody likes Wolverine, everybody likes Hulk, and a piece of Iconix that comes from such a iconic scene is also pretty dope. You open it up on the inside, you've got this cool, it tells you Hulk 181 in 1974. And then, of course, there's the comic book, and they tried to mimic that on the front here, which is pretty cool. It says the Incredible Hulk is lured to the woods of Quebec, Canada, to aid in the cure of the beast called Wendigo. Sent by the Canadian government, Wolverine enters the fray with adamantium claws, bared teeth, clenched, and feral fury. When Wolverine's claws cannot pierce Hulk's emerald hide, he turns his attention to Wendigo. Will Wolverine be able to take down the Wendigo himself? Will the heroes put aside their differences and help take down their enemies together? Spoiler, no. Pretty cool. Get a little description on the back telling you exactly what I said, where he came out in Hulk 180, but his first appearance is Hulk 181 for some reason. It's pretty sweet. Nice little box, worth the display, I think. But let's see what the characters can do. Alright, here's the figures. We've got Wendigo, Hulk, and Wolverine. Pretty sweet. I actually really like Wolverine's sculpt. He also has like his debut costume on, so he's kind of, reminiscent of Wolverine, still most of it there, but particularly in the face, he's a little bit different, which is kind of cool. Now, just like they've been doing with some of the Iconix, they do have a special designed card, so they're like red, blue, and yellow, and kind of hard to read because there's like an arrow that's a trait. Moving is the thing I do best, and then it goes down. It's kind of weird, but it's also pretty cool at the same time. So let's go ahead and take a look at these guys. We're going to look at Wolverine. I'll put the card up for you guys. So Wolverine has the Weapon X, Animal, Assassin, Brute, and Soldier keyword. All fantastic keywords there. So he has the trait we were just talking about, which is regeneration and super senses. When Wolverine uses either, after resolutions, you may place him a number of squares away from his current square equal to the D6 result. So you hit that super senses, and boom, you're teleporting across the map. Not too shabby. He doesn't have any team abilities, which kind of sucks. It would have been nice to at least see the one where he can take it, but that's okay. Let's see, he has a special movement, which is Charge Flurry. He has that at the beginning on both of his points value, which is 70 and 40. Interestingly enough, his defense power of combat reflexes and exploit weakness for damage power never changed. And it's always 17 defense, 2 damage, which is kind of cool. Never, you know exactly what you're getting, I guess, on every square there. But he gets Charge Flurry. When Wolverine moves or is placed after resolutions, he may knock back an adjacent character. That's not bad for, you charge Flurry out, and if someone's got, like, say, Defend, and you want to knock him out, you could Force Blast that character out of the way, and then Flurry the guy, and not have to worry about that increase to his defense, which is pretty sweet. He has a special attack power. Yes, Hulk, I see how strong you are. Which is Blaze Claw's Fangs. When he uses it, he may choose a terrain marker equipped to or held by a hit character. If he does, after resolutions, Wolverine may take a close terrain action as free as if he held the chosen terrain marker. So does that mean he can hit people with equipment? That's kind of cool. He just takes it off and hits you with it. Yeah, I don't think you can equip terrain markers, so I think that is referring to equipment being a subsection of terrain. So if they're equipped, you can take it off and then immediately make an attack. That's like getting 3 attacks if they are either holding a terrain marker or are equipped. Pretty amazing. I like him. I think that's great. And as we talked about, he has a 70 and 45 point dial. Let's go ahead and look over at the Hulk now. The Hulk has a trait, Crashing into Canada. When Hulk is given a move action, after resolutions, destroy all non-debris terrain markers within 3 squares, then make an attack. That's kind of like getting a full move Quake that also just destroys everything within 3 squares. I guess it doesn't attack all the characters either. He does have 2 lightning bolts, so he can attack 2 characters. Well, if someone's burying behind a wall, he's coming in strong. I think he still needs to be an adjacent. He doesn't have giant reach, it looks like. So he would still have to be adjacent to make the attack, but he does get to destroy all of the stuff in between. And it doesn't look like he has improved movement through walls or anything, so you got to watch out for that. He also has 2 point values, one at 95 and one at 45. His 95 gets quite a bit more clicks, and his dial's a little bit more sporadic than Wolverine's. He has a leap climb, which I'm assuming is intended for you to do the move and then make the attack. So you got like essentially an 8 square charge out of this guy going on there. He does have a special attack power, Super Strength. When the Hulk uses a close or ranged terrain action at resolutions, he may generate and pick up an object. That's pretty cool. I like that. He's always going to be doing a little bit of extra damage because he's pretty much always going to be holding an object, as long as you're, hitting people with the object. And he has a special trait, or a special defense power, which is Stop, Impervious. When Hulk uses it, if the attacker is equipped or holding a terrain marker, increase the result of the roll by 2. So if they're equipped or holding an object, he's getting that Impervious if it's not exploit. Oh, he's got 3 of those stop clicks. His defense does gradually decline from a 19 all the way down to a 15. So fairly easy to hit and kind of relying on that Impervious, hoping that there's no penetrating attacks coming his way. But pretty good. I might actually give this guy a shot. I don't know about 95 points for that, but it's pretty good. And last but not least, the Wendigo. He has a trait, Curse of the Wendigo. At the beginning of the game, generate a Mary Carter bystander. When Wendigo is KO'd, choose a friendly character of this game. That character can use Steal Energy and modifies their combat values by +1. That is really good. If they do eventually kill Wendigo, one character's getting a +1. Pretty awesome. Okay. His dial is pretty wild. He is giant and does run through walls. Has no range, 2 targets though. He has big damage starting on his 95, then just 3, and Battle Fury. So can't carry this guy, but that's okay. 12 attack up top. Oh, he has Hypersonic on his 45 point. Not too bad. I like him a lot. His special movement, it's Hypersonic Speed. When Wendigo uses it, instead of making an attack, he may take a close terrain action as free. So normally you can't Hypersonic and hit people with an object, but this guy can, at least on his first 2 clicks on his 95 points. Then he has a defense power of Stop, Invulnerability. The first time this click is revealed, this character gives all characters within 2 squares of either Wendigo or Mary Carter an action token. Ooh, all characters. So he kind of wants to be alone, away from your guys, at least 2 squares away, and then kind of in it with your opponent to hand out those action tokens. He can hand out quite a few. He does have 3 stop clicks, so he can hand out quite a few of those. Not too shabby. I like all of these guys a lot. Now let's get to the question of should you buy it? I say yes. I think the characters in here are very good. All three of them, honestly, have used. Particularly, I like Wolverine a lot. But the whole, yeah, they're all good. You can't go wrong with them. So I'd say go ahead and pick this one up, especially if you're a Wolverine and Hulk fan. It's worth picking up just for the Iconix alone, but for playability as well, they are very good. And with that said, and there you guys have it. That was our opening of the Iconix first appearance of Wolverine. It's pretty awesome. I think you guys should buy it, even if it's just for the nostalgia. Really cool Hulk 181 reference for the first appearance of Wolverine there. Catch you guys in the next one.